Hello everyone, what's up? In the previous session, we saw entering the data into the cell, mouse pointers or cursors, sheet and its properties. In today's session, we will be going through fill handle, properties of columns and rows. Why to wait? Let's go to Excel. Friends, when you select a cell, at the right bottom corner, you can see a dot here. If you take your mouse on top of that, you can see a plus mark. This is called fill handle. Let's see how it works for different data sets. On the screen, you can see a table with few column formats. Let's select cell B3 and double click on the fill handle. See, this is not working because the fill handle doesn't know till where it needs to copy the data. But if you drag the fill handle, let's say row number 20, then it will copy the data from selected cell to all the cells till row 20. Now in the second case, we can see that we have the data in the previous column. So let me double click on the fill handle. It copies the data based on the reference from the other columns. In the third case, we can see cell in between has the data. In this case, if you double click on the fill handle, it will copy the data only in the blank cells, but not replaces the existing data in the cell. Now in the fourth case, we can see different values are updated in the cell. Now if you double click on the fill handle, you can see all the data replaced by cell 1's value, but only till the next blank rows. Let me add a blank row. Now if you double click on the fill handle, it will copy the cells only till the blank rows. This is where many people makes the mistakes. People think that the data it will be copying till here, but ideally it will be copying only till here. Now let's go to the second sheet. Here we can see different data types like text, number, date, etc. Let's see how fill handle works on each category. The first case we have already seen, so I will drag the fill handle directly. We have used fill handle by selecting one cell. Now we can select two cells and see how it works. Now I am selecting the two cells and double clicking on the fill handle. You can see on the screen now the data is copied in the same pattern as it is in the first two cells. Let's see how fill handle works on numbers. Now let me double click on this number. You can see it is giving me the same numbers in all the cells. Let's say I want my data to be sequential and not repetitive. Then you can see a small icon here. Click on this. You can see a different options like copy cells, fill series, fill formatting only, fill without formatting, flash fill. Now I want the series to be filled, so I can click on this fill series and you can see the number become sequential from the constant number. Now if we select two consecutive numbers and double click on the fill handle, so you can see the sequential number it is showing. And if I am giving a numbers like 8 and 16 and double clicking on that, it is giving me multiplication table of 8. 8 ones are 8, 8 twos are 16, 8 threes are 24. It is not necessary that you must use the fill handle for only one column. You can select the multiple columns and use the fill handle. Let's say for example, I am selecting these three and double clicking on the fill handle. You can see this data has been filled. Now number as a text is giving me a sequential number. Text and a number is giving me text and sequential number, and date is giving me a sequential dates. If you want to create email addresses, we have a very good feature named flash fill. You can create a format of the email address and use fill handle. In this case, I have first name and last name, and I have created firstname.lastname at excel.com. Now, if I am selecting this particular cell, let's say I am selecting this cell and double clicking on flash fill, it is giving me only the names. Now if I am clicking on the small icon and if I am doing a flash fill, so it automatically fills in the data where first name and last name. You can see everywhere. Here you can see blank cells. That is the reason you can see only at excel.com. So you can go and delete those cells if it is not required. Now we will see the properties of columns and rows. To add a column, select the column, right click and click on Insert. You can use Ctrl and plus together. Now to delete a column, you can select the column, right click and then delete. Or you can use Ctrl minus. Friends, note deleting and clearing both are different options in Excel. We have discussed this in the previous lesson. Similarly, to hide a column, you can select the column, right click, hide. To unhide a column, you have to select one column before and one column after and right click on the selected area and unhide. You can see the column is unhided. Column width is another important feature we need to look at. If you want to give a specific width, you can select the column. Let's say I will select this column and right click and column width. You can see it is 14. Let's say I want to make it 20. So I can make it 20 and click on OK. So you can see it is resized. Similarly, you have another alternative for this. You have this icon, whatever you are able to see right now. If you want to drag and set it in any width, you can set it. For example, I want to make it to, let's say 30. So I can make close to 30. Let's say you want to auto set the width. Double click on this particular icon. This automatically auto sets to the column width. Hope it was clear and helpful. Thanks a lot for watching my video. If you have not subscribed my channel, please subscribe and share the channel with your friends, family and colleagues. We will meet in the next video. Keep learning Excel. Thank you.